Hey guys, welcome back. So we're doing a very special episode. We're here with Louis Morel.
Louis Morel, you muppet.
Louis Morel.
Oh, mistake. Sorry, doing the American version of his name.
Yeah, we're doing
American. Pretentious French pronunciation. I don't know why my family likes to think they're posh. Interesting piece of trivia about my name. Louis means holy greatness and Morel means edible toadstool, so I don't know what that says about me. I'm the god of edible fungus.
Wow. I thought the British hated the French.
Well, we do. It's kind of a cosmic mandate, but I'm a quarter French, so it's really this self-loathing kind of thing that's going on.
Got you.
It's like,
yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that in your book here.
Oh man! Oh yeah. So we're here because I mentioned his book back in the episode of Doom. I forgot which number.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I got a hold of a copy of his book due to Austin Jorgensen going on Twitter and saying, "Hey, you should check out this book."
There it is.
Hey, there he's got a copy too. We don't have to throw one up.
I don't even need to edit it.
And I loved it. I've only read 2 books in my entire lifetime so far that actually made me laugh out loud, and it's this book and like a sentence out of the Furnace series. But that's another point.
Yeah, I mean, it's right up our alley of humor, to be honest.
And so,
just finished my second one, so...
Oh,
yeah, we were.
Hey, this is your opportunity to do some obligatory plugs.
I'm not much of a fit shill. I feel sad if I do, but this book 50% goes to a charity I work with.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
that's wow.
Yeah, did I mention this to you?
Proper Samaritan.
I don't think I mentioned that to you. Yeah, it was like $10, $11. Half of it goes to charity.
Oh, you didn't tell me that shit.
Oh, my bad. I thought
he's a better person than I knew before.
I have an array of delightful conditions which keep me permanently bound to this building. So that goes to a charity trying to help people like me. And yeah, I could talk for months on end about autism, the autistic spectrum, the complete shit show, and the amount of contradictory fucking diagnoses, and the amount of I hate it all. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems really complex.
Yeah, just a basic background to it. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty much the book's called Slice of Insanity. It's mainly just short stories as well as poems, as well as like kind of essays that are all accumulated together.
Yeah, they seemed like excerpts when I was going through them. Some of them were so short that like it almost just like spontaneous ideas.
Pretty much all the stories were done in one take.
I see.
My method is I have a panic attack for 20 minutes about how I have no ideas and don't know what to say, and then randomly start talking, and then something happens and I have no idea where it came from, and that's the book.
Well, it works.
I mean, it literally comes out that way. It comes off really genuine and authentic, I think.
Yeah, which is why I loved it. Like, it seemed to just mesh well, and it definitely... You give a little bit of a forward and afterwards talking about that this is just like a look inside your mind, pretty much. And it definitely seems that way. It doesn't seem like you forced anything. It seems just genuine, like Neo said.
Yeah.
I don't... it's...
Sorry.
My sort of... I just assume everything I do is going to be terrible. So I just do what I want, because it's going to be bad anyway, so... What worse could happen? Oh, no.
Exactly.
That's pretty freeing.
If it's going to be bad, it's going to be real.
So what's the name of your new book?
The incredible imaginative title, A Slice of Insanity 2. No.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. It's basically...
No, that's cool.
It's still a fragmented collection of short stories. If I release it as it is now, it would be around 50 pages with one I really love called Guide to the Waking World, which is probably my favourite story. And also one which is called The Pinnacle of the Human Achievement, which is just 2 pages of the word herp dirt repeated. And on one page there's just a middle finger, and then the next page there's I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
I'm starting to see more of a connection to the Lisa RPG.
Yeah, that was a game of all time. I got to talk to Austin as a birthday present, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing.
And we keep chatting back and forth. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you mentioned in the afterward that it was a big inspiration for you to start like love post-apocalyptic.
Oh god,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember
to be grim.
I like the survival guide or the guide to surviving a zombie apocalypse. I like the one. I remember the title at the moment, but it has to do with the guy who finds a dictionary or a book. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, there's so many like amazing things. I had a question actually. There is this overarching connection between the subjects. Is there a connection for everything in between, or is it just that one story?
Well, there is definitely overarching themes in it. I'm not sure if there's an overworking world. Overworking world is sort of appearing. Like I'm getting bits and bobs of Men in Black-esque. Like
Yeah.
use if you think it's a connecting world, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. Use your imagination.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Plenty of reader involvement going on here.
Well, read involvement is like I'm so interactive, or I'm just a lazy fuck who doesn't fill in the gaps.
Either or.
You choose.
Oh man, where did you get the inspiration to write as opposed to like doing anything else like music or drawing? Sorry, what?
Homestuck.
Homestart?
I think.
Homestuck. Oh, I have no idea what that. I've seen like glimpses of it.
There's a piece of backstory to my existence. Basically, I have a bunch of conditions which mean I'm in constant pain and can't really interact or leave the house. And for many years, I just sort of did nothing apart from sit in my room and stare into the middle distance because I felt worthless. I hated myself. I felt useless. I couldn't do anything with my life. I was an endless ball of self-loathing and confusion. But then one day I found this monstrosity on the internet called Homestuck, which is this incredibly long webcomic made by a person called Andrew Hussey. And it's absolutely insane. It would take weeks and weeks for any human to read through the bloody thing. But I thought, this guy managed to make this incredible thing, dealing with a social life, a job, adult responsibility. I'm just some fucking 16-year-old with nothing to do with my life. What's my excuse? So I just started writing because I started writing and drawing because I had nothing else to do, and that's where it all really came from.
That's awesome, man. That's inspiring.
That's crazy inspiring.
I do actually draw quite a bit. Could I link you some?
Yeah, sure. We'll put it up with the video.
Interesting, because I don't know if this is me being a shill, but the charity I work with, 2 of my pictures sold for £3,000.
Wow,
that's amazing.
And
that's fantastic.
Had my first exhibition recently, where 50% of the profits went to the charity. Shame we didn't actually make any profits.
Oh man,
that happens.
Are you the one that made your book cover for A Slice of Insanity?
Oh yeah,
I made perfect it.
Then. I actually voice act as well. There's a few recordings of me doing my stories on YouTube. I made a very short choose your own adventure game.
Oh.
Well, I need to sort out the programming, but the premise is D&D, apart from the DM, hates you. It's like, there's a line, it's like, choose your character, I choose to be the witch. Well, just replace that W with a B and it'll be perfect for you. And this isn't exactly highbrow humour, but it's like, I choose to be a priest. Well, you look like a paedophile anyway, so it seems appropriate. Yeah, it's pretty much all that for a minute or two, and then it ends.
Wow,
it turns out the princess has already been rescued by someone infinitely more attractive and successful at life than you, and you just curl up into a ball and wait to die. That's such a pile of rainbows.
What's your long-term goal as far as writing is? Do you want to make like just endless collections? Do you want to make like a book series?
I don't know. I want to try and 90% of my time is kind of panic attacks, and 20% and like 10% is actual work. But when I work, I work very fast.
Oh,
that's good. Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I want to try and do the best I can, but stuff's very difficult. I'm much better than I was, but the whole coming to terms with this condition was a real melting thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like this is what my life is.
Yeah.
Always hurt. I will always be alone, and just deal with it, you whiny bitch. It's not going to change, so I complain.
No, we can't relate obviously on a physical level, but we can. No, of course, but we definitely empathize.
Yeah, we're not gonna pretend like we know what you're going through, because you're pretty much the only one that does know, along with other people that have your condition. So we don't want to give you like fake sympathy, but we definitely empathize with you. Okay, send it to us. I think. Just remember to check that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
also,
of
I'm
course.
afraid you're not giving any fake sympathy, because that is an interesting quip about Asperger's syndrome. I have the condition. The condition can mean lots and lots and lots of things that can be vastly different. So I have the same diagnosis as someone who has the mental age of a basically 8-year-old permanently.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I get a lot of people at first talking like, "Aren't you clever? Aw,
Yeah.
used to do a thing. What a precious, brilliant talent." But shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that made me want to say it right there, even in this hypothetical situation.
Oh man.
It's like one of the most kind of oddly disturbing things about it is you never know if people are being sincere or not, or just pretending to be sort of nice and positive because of your condition.
Right.
That's always been a bit of a.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I imagine that's tough. I mean, just in the real world in general, just this age and time, it's like who's telling the truth and who's being real is one of the most pressing issues of the modern age. I can't even imagine it on that level.
I don't really get to interact with many people, so I couldn't tell you. I just know my routine of I was passed between a lot of different doctors and specialists, all of which promised the world and didn't deliver anything.
Right, of course.
So I'm just I don't know. Eh.
We'll give you a basic look into the outside world. It sucks. There's not a lot of good out here. So you're not missing much.
Oh.
Yeah, you talk about that a bit in the subject stories.
Yeah.
Which they're really grim, especially the last one where I believe they
She drowns.
begin to the drowning thing, and that's really, really dark, and I felt like it really worked with it. Mainly, I believe what I got from it was you were trying to show how you were feeling during all those things, and it really came out really visceral and really, really raw. And
There's one reason I got to see so many doctors is because, as I previously mentioned, a lot of people with my condition aren't very bright, I wouldn't say that. Basically, find it very difficult to describe things, and the thing that brings me pain is a very extreme sensory overload condition. But most people who have this aren't capable of describing what it was. So the doctors were very, very happy with me because I could actually give a more detailed description. And that's a lot of... So I've had a lot of practice describing stuff which sounds fucked up, so that probably...
Let's talk about the condition real quick. What do you feel are like common misconceptions that you absolutely hate and wish?
Asperger's syndrome could mean nearly anything. That isn't a common suspension, but it's very true. Like mild OCD, that could be Asperger's syndrome. Lenny, who's a delightful young man who's growing up, but he has a very, very young mental age and does random things like put all the bedding from the baths in the building in the bathroom for no reason. Or attempting to have sex with Christmas trees, or it's something you laugh at, but it feels like you shouldn't.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
It's fine, but then there's people I've met who it's just insanely mild. Like I have to flick the light switch on and off twice because it's my routine, and I feel stressed out if I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a friend of mine called Rosie who has a few different conditions, but one of them's synaptesthesia, where her brain muddles music and visual perception. So she went to a concert and delightfully freaked out someone because it's like, what do you think of the music? It's very green, and it's like,
Wow.
Oh
That's
yeah,
interesting.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
there's like a misconnection, so everything gets not messed up, but like mixed around.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it goes to one place, but it's not supposed to go there.
Yeah, I think the commonest thing in it though is I don't understand social norms automatically, and I'm very bad at perceiving body language and tone of voice, which is totally not me, but which is very common.
I see.
But yeah, I could go on for months, mate. So please,
Right.
to death.
Right.
Well, yeah, I feel like that is something you tried to push. Not really push, but you
I
kind of
wouldn't really
mentioned.
push, but it's my frame of reference. It's a place that I've been in for quite a while. It's
Yeah, and
it's like I don't think I intentionally try to put that idea or that world in there, but I feel like it's going to leak through no matter what I try doing. Or at least
Yeah.
some of those sensations or emotions that came with it.
and I feel like it really works as well because a lot of people don't want to see the problems that happen in other people. They kind of just try to hide from it, and this is a good subtle way for people to see it and not like be like, oh no, that's not right or something like that.
Yeah.
And the big theme in the book I've written now is like facing issues and becoming better because of it. Like I don't know. Guide. It's like I should maybe send you the demo file for the book so you actually have an idea what I'm talking about. But,
Hey, that might work.
For the new one, right? Because we have the first one right here.
yeah, for the new one. If
Alright,
you
just
publish
making
it without me, I will come and skin you alive.
Oh, man. Well, at least I'd get to meet you in person.
Oh, that's really flattering. I'm sure when I'm tearing your hide off, I will be say hello. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Never mind.
That sounds like a story in the
took a
next book,
dark
right?
turn.
It's like you want to meet a celebrity, and then the celebrity like comes.
To be honest, that's probably why I get on with Austin so much. But
Oh yeah.
we're
Is he a
both
dark
good
person?
at dark.
You know what? That's a dumb question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you
That's a
serious?
stupid question just from his video game alone.
Yeah.
Have
Have you heard? Have you heard anything about? This is kind of getting off topic, but
Austin's
he's working
game.
on another game. Yeah, Ninja Tears.
Yeah, we talk. I interrogate him about it constantly. Yeah, I don't know if one thing. This won't reveal what the game is, but one thing about Austin is he works in stages. Like, okay, does this work on a mechanical, programmable level? If it does, then I'll move on with the project. He kind of plans step by step and not all at once. So I do know his ideas and his concepts, and it sounds like he's working on. Well, I don't know how much I should say. I'm not under NDA or anything. It just feels kind of a dick move.
Right. No, we definitely want it to be more of a surprise, but
Yeah, let's go back to this. Let's go back to him, Lewis. All right, sorry.
I really,
Mr. Morel.
I really feel like leaking something just for the sake of saying, "Look at me, I'm with the hip kids, yo. I got all these cool friends, bruh." Yeah, I don't say anything because it's me.
Oh man. Yeah, I was very, very surprised. I don't know. I feel like a lot of common conception when people will with readers is that they see authors as like this really like they put them on a pedestal, and that's why when I decided to like email you, I wasn't expecting like a reply whatsoever. I was just like, maybe he'll reply, maybe he won't, whatever. So I did it. And
35 copies of my book, mate. I'm not exactly world class here.
you published, even if it's self-published, your book is out there, and you can sell it, and it's part of a charity. So to me, you've succeeded in becoming like a published writer. I see you as a published writer. So
I'm a published writer, but interesting piece of trivia about. Remember, I mentioned that Hurt Dirt story. The reason I put that in there is because the publishing thing I went through has no quality control, quite literally. And I thought I could just publish a book of 100 pages of the word Hurt Dirt repeated. But instead of doing that, I just put it in a short story because... Oh, by the way, there's one door in the whole 2 pages of Endless Hurt Dirts, and you have to find it yourself. It's a well ordered.
I don't want to do that.
But the great thing is, you don't even know if I'm lying or not. Is there a door?
I don't.
Is
No,
the door?
we gotta find it.
Is the cork
Just
real?
put,
It's like the unicorn. I know.
If you see it, no one will believe you anyways. But yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised that you responded. And then I actually got a message on my Twitter account from someone else saying that you really loved it. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I love that he responded in the first place. Like, it was a favor to me. Like, that's how I see it.
What? Someone else? What?
Yeah, it was someone on our Twitter. I don't remember her name, but she was like, "Hey, thank you for emailing Louis Morel. He really loved it."
Louis.
I know. I know. Because of my condition, I have there's a few in and outy, like basically check on me to see how I am and see how I am and all. Yeah. Basically, carer type people, so they pop in and about. So it was probably Melissa. It was.
That sounds
right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Man, like
pretty
I'm
sure.
just like, I don't...
Pretty sure out of she was the person that contacted Austin, and we have a slight suspicious theory that the only reason Austin replied is because she was pretty, and if we did, oh no,
calling out Austin.
Sorry, no, it's just me. It's just my mum said it, and I thought of. Sorry, Austin, you're wonderful. Did you find the clips on YouTube of... I don't know if it's him, but it's his same name, and my mum's a delightful internet stalker, and she found these clips of what looks like Austin doing ninja-y, kind of jumping, like martial arts tournament and stuff, and it was very bizarre.
Oh, I think when I was Googling his name, I saw something like that. It was a guy wearing, like,
Bright red?
The clothing for it, yeah, and... I was like, is this him? I don't think this is him.
The sword looks like Buddy's sword from Lisa, so maybe. And it's definitely got his musical style, but maybe not. It's like I feel every time I mention anybody on the slightest on the internet, my mum Googles everything about them. So yeah, I'm always slightly embarrassed about that. I sort of feel like she would like break into their house and steal their diary.
Oh man, it's funny. Let's see what else. Just go ahead.
Okay, so we have a
3, not 5.
we have a question here, just sort of not so much about your book, but about you, or just to get an idea about you. We have 3 and 3. So 3 questions that you would want to ask your future self, and 3 things that you would want to tell your past self. So future, what, like 10 years?
Imaginative of you. Sorry. I have a sarcasm quote that I have to get in.
Go for it.
It's part of being English.
Of course.
I don't know. To my past self, try writing and focus on writing and artwork. You might not be good at first. You might not be good at years, but practice and practice and practice, and you will eventually be good. And an interesting thing about my education is that's pretty much I just been in my room drawing and writing. I don't really have a normal education, so I also say I don't know because I can't see the future that far, but focus on your talents and hopefully you'll be able to do some good in the world. You don't need a piece of paper saying you are good when you've got a resume that shows it. In fact, I know. Sorry.
Definitely.
And to my future self, fuck you. I
forgot about the self-loathing.
Well, you old bastard, you lost your hipness or something like that.
You used to be cool, man.
Fucking lame now.
Pretty much. I don't know.
That's good enough, man. That's...
maybe it's like hey future self, if you're feeling down, at least I love you.
to a degree.
Oh man.
Another interesting piece of trivia is I'm not sure if I want to admit this because it's a bit embarrassing, but I used to talk to myself in the mirror because I didn't have anybody to talk to because I'm stuck indoors all day by myself. So when I was little, I used to talk to myself in the mirror. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Why to say that?
Would it be like full conversations, or would you talk about like?
I'm not sure. It was more just me. Like if I had a particular problem or was feeling stressed out. And just wanted a distraction from the pain and I had no one to talk to, I'd just go like very, very set, like, hello Louis, yes Louis, I know you're Louis, why did you say hello to me? Sorry Louis, hello. I don't know.
I mean I do the same thing with my cats actually.
It is.
I don't do the mirror because I honestly can't stand looking at myself in the mirror for too long. Part of the reason that well, not a big part, but part of the reason of why we're anonymous on this channel. Well, me more specifically.
Yeah.
But
I don't care.
yeah, I mean, sometimes the best company is yourself, or even if it is the only company, you got to work with what you got.
No PewDiePie face cam, getting like YouTube AdSense.
No.
Personally, I've always really disliked face cams. It's like, I came for the game, not for you fuckheads. Sorry, that's...
Yeah, exactly. There is something, just not in every case, but something just a little narcissistic about it. It's like, hey, look at me, look at my reaction.
It only took off because of... Oh my god, I'm giving an essay on YouTube now. It only really took because of horror games and Amnesia, and like how I can watch them squeal like pigs in real time at the scary...
Yeah, that's true.
This
it was
is
definitely
so
with the horror.
Oh my god.
Blows my mind how PewDiePie is making probably millions of dollars with what he does.
My sort of thing is like, he's happy and he's making people happy. It might seem kind of ridiculous to me that, hey, you like my stories and I have about as good as an inkling why you like them as people like PewDiePie. So.
Oh, of course.
Oh man.
No.
How can other people get like a hold, or not so much a hold of your work, but right?
Oh.
A hold of me.
Oh.
First they need some metal chains. No, that's a really bad joke, Louis.
No.
Kidnapping, like getting a hold. Oh, never mind.
This is a channel of just bad jokes. Don't even worry.
If you saw any of our Let's Plays, you would not be criticizing your own jokes.
Don't worry, my taste is far too refined to step down to your level. Sorry, that's really funny, but it sounded mean, and I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Trust me, we're assholes to our friends, so this is fine. This is natural.
We have a commenter that comes into most of our videos and leaves just some of the most racist things you could ever say.
It's to be expected.
Yeah. We love him though. He's great.
Yeah, he's fine. Got a humor at least.
You have to love them, otherwise I think you would go insane.
Damn. But yeah, how can people find more about your stuff? Do you have like a website? Do you have anything like that?
I have a DA account where I post artwork. I have an email and a Skype. Well, the email's on the back of my book, actually.
Yeah, I'll give out the email. I won't give out the Skype.
Yeah, don't give out the Skype. I will be very, very upset with you, and my will be, fuck. Oh, I forgot their names. God damn it! You know those two guys. The gay guys. I'm not really sure. Never mind. Best title ever.
Yeah, we'll put up the link that you sent us, and
up on the screen right now, and we'll put them down in the description as well.
We'll put your email in just the email description. Too.
Email, phone number, home address,
zip code, security, social
have
security.
the problem with that, considering I don't have a phone. I don't have anybody to call, so.
Damn.
Mail him a cell phone.
Just so you could release it. I think that's the right thing to do.
We gotta hit all the corners.
Even if you never open the box, it'll just be ringing inside the
Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I have.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted all of our questions, and it's just about the length of interview that we wanted to get in. We're not exactly
professional.
Yeah, or super well known, so we can't expect more than a 30-minute to 45-minute interview attention span from our viewers.
That doesn't hurt their feelings.
Speaking to a person who only sold 35 copies of their book, I'm not exactly well either. I'm just glad to have a conversation with somebody.
Oh, so are we. I mean, we're in it to get to know you and to.
I'm looking at your book and looking at you, and this is very surreal.
I'm slightly depressed. I always wear tie-dye t-shirts, and I've got my purple one on, and I feel like I've let the world down because I always go out with tie-dye t-shirts and sandals. I'm like hippie Jesus. It's great.
No, I think there is something profound about having this sort of abstract version of you, the book, and then meeting you in person and just kind of making the connections. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is kind of good to meet the author. Like it was good to meet Austin because I feel like I put him slightly less of a pedestal when I got to know him as a human being.
And that's always good.
Mainly because it's not to say that it's disappointing. It's less ethereal and magical. But when you actually get to know the person, oh, they're human. They're not an avenging angel. Okay, this is good.
Yeah, that's true too.
Before I forget, I wanted to ask, did you do different versions of the cover for the book, or did you just like, you made it and you're like, that's it, that's perfect, I'm done?
Pretty much, I made it, like with everything, I just do something and hope it's good. So, yeah.
Hey, it turned out good.
Yeah, it looks, I love it. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks crazy. It looks amazing.
It looks like a slice of insanity.
Good.
Good
job.
Oh, I just thought of the title of the second one. No, that's a terrible title, actually. I was going for a second, because it's like a slice of pie, and like...
Right.
I don't know.
Going back for seconds,
never mind,
I don't know.
That's idiotic, never mind.
Keep brainstorming, it'll come.
It'll come. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming on, man. Thanks for being patient. It's the main thing.
Trust me, I have nothing better to do with my time, it's fine. Hope you have a wonderful wherever the fuck you are day or whatever.
It's hot as balls, but we'll try.
Bye, and say hello to the racist Commodore for me.
Oh, yeah.
We will.
Thanks so much again, man. I'm like a little fangirling right now. Oh man, thank you so much, man. Just let us know when your book's coming out, and I'll buy it and I'll pitch it again. And
Yay!
thanks so much, man. Again, we'll talk to you
Also,
later.
when pitching it, make sure to guilt trip people about the charity thing.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, of
Especially
course.
like, oh, there's this poor autistic boy who's been locked away from his room for years and he's finally managed to do something with his life. Don't! You're letting him down and you're letting him down. You
He will cry himself to sleep if you don't buy this book.
I'm gonna copy that verbatim when we're pitching the book.
Put it in the reviews.
There we go.
Oh man.
Alright, well.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you, Mr. Morel.
Bye, Louis.
Bye.